welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging and Friends. We're playing a new game tonight. Playing a game that I have been tinkering with for the better part of 37 years. I've been working on it since I was a young child, and finally, I think at long last, I'm ready to trot it out and see how we do. We've done a little offline playtesting here and there. It's just the first time we're really kind of showing it. So everyone here but Joe has played it. And after tonight, everyone here will have played it. So there's that. It's called We're in Danger, and it's a game that is based kind of was originally inspired by wanting to make a game based around slashers, like horror slashers and such, and it's kind of branched out since then. And it's really just a game that's trying to just sort of trying to create like a almost like a movie cinematic kind of experience, like little one shots and things. It's not really meant to be this lengthy campaign style game, although there are rules for stitching together various plays to create like a movie franchise or sequels and stuff like that. So we're gonna take it out for a spin tonight, and we're gonna see how it goes. It's a very simple system. At least I say it's simple, but I also designed it, so like it's simple to me. So we'll see if it's simple. You can tell me later. But it uses square dice or cubes. It uses 4d6s, but maybe five sometimes. But we uses a dice pool of 46. We're going to do character creation on screen. It's going to take like 2 minutes, and then we're going to dive in, and we're going to see how it goes. So, everyone ready? We all ready to get started? All that kind of good stuff.
Very excited. Very
Okay.
excited.
We'll be doing this a lot more. So we're going to do this on Mondays for a little while. I'm also going to be dropping some stuff into the Discord. If you're curious of following or asking questions or even playing it yourself, probably going to be trying to get more people to test the game and see what they have to say about it. And we'll go from there. Okay. So this game, this is gonna be like a two-parter. So we're gonna do tonight and we're gonna do next week. And that should do it. And then maybe we'll do a sequel. We'll see how it goes. But this one's gonna be called Love in the Time of Viscera. So that is my wannabe literary name. And this one is the premise for this one is that you are all going to be playing friends. Dare I say lovers? Maybe, I don't know. It's up to you. That could be awkward. It's up to you all. Friends, lovers, girlfriend, boyfriend, that kind of stuff. Anything like that. We're gonna say college age probably makes the most sense. So let's do it around that. And you all are going to head off on a weekend holiday into the mountains to a remote cabin, a secluded getaway. It's just too much stress. Exams are rough, whatever it might be, and you're getting out of Dodge and you're having a nice weekend. No horror movie has ever started that way before. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. First time's never happened before. So that's going to be your premise. All of you are going to know each other. You're going to be a friend group. You're showing up onto the mountain by yourselves. You rented a cabin and you're heading up there. And that is all I'm really going to say in terms of narrative. You guys play as normal people, so you're no special powers or anything like that. You're just normal people, and we'll dive into character creation. Okay. Any questions yet? Good to go?
Not yet.
All right. So all three of you, I think, have a character sheet. You're the form fillable, right?
Yes.
And again, I know. So that most of this is for the stream, and this is also for Joe since this is his first time. But I know the rest of you kind of know how this goes. So this game has three attributes. I don't know what happened to my fingers right there, but three attributes: athleticism, composure, and reasoning. Athleticism, as you might expect, is all the physical stuff. I don't differentiate dexterity from strength or anything like that. It's just how athletic are you. Composure has to do with, can you keep your cool? Can you handle talking with people? Can you handle danger? Can you handle stress? That kind of stuff. And then reasoning isn't so much your intellect, but your ability to kind of like deduce, deduct, that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of that. So physicality, essentially, whether or not you can handle your stress and anxiety, and then how clever are you? How smart are you? What's your quick thinking? Now, what you're going to do here in a sec is you're going to put one of three different numbers into each of those little boxes, because in this game you assign one of those attributes the rank of 1, meaning it's the thing that you are best at and you tend to rely on most frequently. So if you're the type of person who's solving problems, do you solve problems more often with your physicality? Do you solve problems more often with like your ability to be calm and cool and collected? Or do you solve problems with your noggin, with your brains, your smarts? So that's probably going to be your rank 1. If you are really bad at something, If you don't really like to exercise, if that you find objectionable, you might rank it 3 instead. And if it's somewhere in between, you rank it 2. Now you can't have 2 rank 1s, you can't have 2 rank 2s, you can't have 2 rank 3s. You got to have 1, 2, and 3. And so you can rank them whatever order you like. Okay, so take a thought for it. All of them are going to come into play one way or the other. So there isn't one that's necessarily best at. Athleticism doesn't mean that you're suddenly better at combat or anything like that, because during combat, there's all sorts of ways that you can potentially apply your attributes, and you're also going to be sometimes tasked with defending from attacks and various other effects using random attributes at times. So don't over obsess. Just think about what you would like your character to be. Want to be a big dumb jock? Go ahead. Want to be a stiffig little weasel? Yeah, you read a lot of books, that sort of thing, and then maybe you put it in reason. Okay, I'll give you a second, and we'll kind of go through these one at a time and see what you all have put them in.
Does anyone have a rank that they really want to go for?
Not just yet.
Not particularly.
I mean, we're college age, so I see athleticism being the jock, reasoning being the nerd, and composure likely being the stoner, right? Because they're chill. And I'm fine with any of those archetypes.
I was thinking 1 in athletics. So I was thinking I was going to claim them.
Okay.
How about you, Joe?
I'll do reasoning then.
All right.
So I've just got my pick then.
You do.
Or are you going to offend by taking?
Well, I already asked Jeremy to be my lover, so I'm going to be a stoner as well.
Are you? Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
That's great,
all right,
man.
What was that? What'd you say?
What?
So we're putting a 1 in this?
Yeah.
Whichever one of the attributes you think you are best at or rely on most regularly is what you put your 1 in.
Okay.
Then whatever you think you are worst at and that you would prefer not to rely on, you should put your 3 in. And then the other one gets the 2. Now the way
I went athleticism 1, composure 2, reasoning 3.
Exactly how it's listed on the character sheet. Wow.
Hey.
Look at that. What about you, Steven? What'd you do?
I went composure 1, athleticism 2, reasoning.
All right. Jeremy, what'd you do?
I went composure 1, reasoning 2, athleticism
What?
3.
What?
I thought you were going to. That's why I did the opposite. I guess you're right.
Wow. And then Joe, what'd you go with?
Went 2 in athleticism, 3 in composure, and 1 in reasoning.
Excellent. Okay, so mechanically, the way these things come into play, when you roll tests, and you're going to be rolling a test with pools of D6s, okay, your tests are always going to be tested against one of these 3 attributes. Any die that shows a 5 or a 6 is a hit. Okay, so that's a good thing. And any die that is equal or under your rank in your attribute is a fumble. And that means it could cause you some problems. There's ways to cancel this kind of stuff out. We'll dive into that in greater depth when we actually start rolling some tests, but that's how rank comes into play. So it's really about whether or not you're taking extra damage or strain or wounds or something like that from rolling a test. Doesn't actually affect what your target number is. Target number is always the same. Okay. The next thing that you guys need to do is you have to pick 2 items. In this game, I'm sure you're going to have plenty of items, and that's fine. But mechanically, like at a certain point, like we're not gonna delineate every single item you carry. All I want you to do right now is identify 2 things you want to say you're carrying with you, and these things are going to have mechanical impact on the game. You can carry whatever the hell else you want after that, but it doesn't mean it's going to have a mechanical impact. So the 2 types of items that you're going to have, one of them is what I call an appropriate item. So it's a type of thing that a person of your ilk, person of your maybe what you're studying at school, what you do for a living, your profession, your class, etc., something that you would commonly carry, right? So if you're like an athlete, for instance, so I think 1 or 2 of you said you're an athlete. If you're carrying some of your sporting equipment with you, you just happen to have it in the back, in the back of your truck or something like that. That makes perfect sense. So you say you have like your baseball bag or something, like your bath bag or whatever. If you're like a bookworm, if you're like a mathematician and you want to carry a laptop with you, take your laptop with you, no problem, right? So you pick something that is appropriate to what you think your character kind of does. Like I said, you're all kind of college age students and such. So what kind of thing would your college age student basically carry? All right. The other thing you take, the other item, is inappropriate. So the other item is really something that doesn't. It's not necessarily illegal, but someone might raise an eyebrow at you, or it might get you into a trouble. So it could be like a bag of weed. Like you can carry that with you, no problem, right? You could have had, you could have something like that. You could have like a knife, like a really big knife that you kind of hang out, and just keep in your pocket for some reason. It could be like no one really does this anymore, but it could be like a porn mag. I don't know why you'd carry a porn mag with you. That'd be kind of weird, but Steve is in the game, so it's possibly it could happen. So it's something that is going to potentially make someone raise an eyebrow at you, right? So let's say you're a jock, for instance. Let's say you're just like this jock. You don't really do like your reasoning is 3, your athleticism is 1. Inappropriate could be you have a book of poems. Just have like a book of poetry with you. For some reason, you're carrying around a whole bunch of sonnets of William Shakespeare. Kind of inappropriate. People might be like, "What are you carrying?" That kind of thing. So don't get obsessed with like making this something illegal. That's not what it is. It's just something that is a little bit offbeat when it comes to who your character is and how you're defining. Okay. All right. Melissa, do you have an idea for one of your items?
I do. So I've decided that I am going to be in college on a soccer scholarship. So my appropriate item is a soccer ball.
Okay, perfect. Makes sense. No problem. Do you have an inappropriate one ready to go, or are you still thinking?
I think I might have a big ol' honkin' TTRPG book.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Do you know which one it's going to be?
No, I hadn't gotten that far. I literally just typed the first T when you called on me. So it's going to be a big.
Fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
It's got to be a big honky one. I'm trying to think of like the biggest one I own. Probably
Yeah,
Zweihander.
but
I think it's probably Zweihander.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
Haunted West is pretty big too. Could be either.
Oh yeah,
Inappropriate.
Haunted
Wait,
West.
perfect.
Haunted West is like 9
Perfect.
billion pages long. It's like
Yeah.
Perfect.
it's enormous.
There we go.
Okay.
A
DCC
haunted
is also pretty
West.
big.
Yeah,
That's
I don't have a
true.
physical copy of DCC though. Okay. All right, Steven, what do you got?
All right, I figured everywhere I go, I'm wearing like this really thick, oversized hoodie. So that'll be my first item. And then my inappropriate item is a plasma torch, like the oversized lighter that like chefs use.
Okay.
And that's what I use
Oh.
to like light the bong.
Okay, I like it. No, that's a really good choice.
I pictured something very different when you first said that, and then I was like,
Not like welding. Not welding.
Oh,
Okay.
the thing you make what is it? Creme brulee with.
Yes, that's what
Oh.
I use it for. Creme brulee.
Mhm, mhm.
Totally what it is. Okay. Jeremy, what do you got?
That's amazing. Because for my appropriate item, I went with a Zippo lighter, like a really nice, fancy Zippo lighter that you do the little flips, like the. Yeah. And for
Did
my
I one up
inappropriate,
you?
it's okay. Okay,
No, I mean
because
in game. Like, is that why I got mine?
no,
Oh, yes.
I was going with that anyways. Because then for my inappropriate item, I have not just our stash of weed, but it's laced.
Oh,
'Cause we're going to
Ooh.
the cabin, so I brought good shit or bad, depending upon.
this is great. I might change what this is going to be. This is just going to
We're
be
in a whole new
bad-
type of danger.
It's just a bad trip. This is just going to be some sort of like drug warning for everybody. Okay.
Literal bad trip.
This is your brain. This is your brain on role playing games.
And then Joe, what did you end up picking?
For my appropriate item, I'm going to say it's a lacrosse stick, whatever those are called.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I picture my character plays lacrosse.
Okay. All right.
And my inappropriate item is an unexplained second cell phone. For some reason, he has 2.
You have a burner phone. That's great. I think that's actually one of the examples I
Nice.
have in the
Oh,
is
book.
Yep.
I think I put like a burner
Yeah.
phone, like for some reason, like why? did I
Perfect.
have This is
Yep.
yeah. Okay, perfect. I like it. Okay, well,
Can also confirm that the cross kids carry their lacrosse sticks everywhere they go all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So that does confirm that we're going to play because it's very flexible where we play this little scenario. I got cooked up, so we'll say this is going to be in like the aughts or the teens or something like that. So where people can have access to cell phones, no problem. Okay, so mechanically, what an item will do there's some like you can kind of play around with what you roll, and so after you make a roll to a test, what you can do if you have an item that applies, if you think it applies to the test, if it makes sense, if the GM's cool with it, you actually can add +1 to one of your die, which might be able to get it out of the range of taking a fumble, or it could be get it into the range of being a hit, and that's a good thing. Okay, so that's what items are for. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick an expertise. An expertise is it is the thing that you do best. All right. It is the thing that you can rely on when the pressure is on. There is no doubt you can do this thing. So, like, whether it's related to the sports that you're doing, that's fine. Or whether it's related to maybe a field of study, so like so it could be anything from like a specific field or to a specific skill, like anything within that. But it's like that one defining thing that your character will always be good at without question. Because what this effectively does is if an expertise applies on a roll, you will get an automatic hit as part of your results. And so you will always at least have like one success that you could potentially make some progress with, right? So you can always rely on it. Never going to get taken away from you. You're always going to be able to fall back on that. Okay. They're even putting their hands on their mouths at the same time. Stephen and Jeremy. They really are.
Aw.
Crazy. Melissa, do you have an expertise?
Yeah, so given that I'm kind of sporty into like soccer stuff, I'm thinking maybe like balance might be like her expertise. Like she can, kind of like hop on one foot and, like kind of do all the soccer drill kinds of things. So I'm thinking balance might be,
Okay.
And her name is Brandy. So that's going to be her expertise, I think.
Brandy, the balance beam artist. Okay, got it. Okay. Got it. All right. Yeah, that'll work. Steven, what are you thinking?
I might regret this, but this is a game where we embrace that. I want my expertise to be puzzles. I'm very bad at reasoning. I'm not very smart, but for some reason, like if there's a puzzle or like a Rubik's Cube, it just like solves itself in front of me.
I like it. That's great. That's really good. I like going against
you mean like actual like jigsaw puzzles?
Like you
all types of puzzles.
Watch solutions on YouTube, so you just remember them.
That's a great choice. I like it. Puzzles. Jeremy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Levi, and Levi is an anthropology major. He loves putting himself in the mindset of other people, and like I feel like they would have been doing this. It's his thing, man. Anthropology.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna have so few uses. I don't care.
Not necessarily.
But like people.
That's his thing.
Like I study people.
Study of people. It's a study.
He studies people, man. He loves people watching.
Okay.
He's gonna watch y'all this weekend. Nothing weird. It's cool.
Okay, maybe a little weird. And then Joe, what did you end up going with?
I would say Mark Braden, my lacrosse player, his expertise is he's really good at cooking.
Oh, okay. I like it.
He's a good chef. He knows like a whole bunch of fancy cooking techniques and how to prepare lots of food.
I think that's another great choice.
No wonder we're bringing you along for the weekend. We're not going to just have like fast food runs all weekend. We're going to have good food.
So Melissa, your character's name is Brandy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Jeremy, you said you're Levi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Joe, you said you were Mark.
Yep.
And then Steven, what are you going to go by?
Chester Montgomery.
Okay. Chester. All right. Fantastic. All right. Okay. So in terms of character creation, that is all the mechanical stuff. You guys all have names. Just give yourself a quick description. So usually what I say is have like a quick word, a couple of words to describe what you look like. Don't try to describe every little thing about you. Just the one or two details that might stand out. Do you have a mohawk? You have a mohawk. People are going to notice your mohawk. So say you have a mohawk, right? If you're the type of person who constantly wears their Letterman jacket because they still think they're in high school and that high school sports matters, then maybe that's you, okay? And you're wearing your Letterman jacket. If you're a big Miami Dolphins fan for some reason and all you do is wander around wearing a Miami Dolphins jersey that says Dan Marino on it, then you do that too. So whatever it might
my
be.
item.
Don't worry, that'll never come into play. I will make sure. All right. And so that is basically it in terms of character creation. So the game itself is fairly simple. And so there's really not a whole lot of beats to it. I have some other like more advanced rules and stuff that over the course of the next few weeks I might kind of introduce them. But for the first run of this, we're going to keep it as simple as possible. Okay. Any questions yet?
What is nature?
Nature is
the
just like your personality.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, are you like, how do you like? I wasn't sure if nature vibes, something like that. So are you the type? Are you chill? Just pretty chill. Are you kind of anxious? How would you describe yourself?
For mine, I put my nature is that I'm kind of like a cheerleader, like optimistic type. So that was me. Like, go team.
Okay, I like it. All right. So, do we want to dive in? Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's say it's, what do we want to say? 2000. Let's say it's 2000. Let's go 2011. I don't know why. I'm gonna pick that one. I say it's 2011. It doesn't really matter too much, but so just keep an eye on that. So it's about 14 or so years ago. You guys still got access to cell phones and stuff, etc. So let's get started then. So we're gonna open up, and we're gonna say like we see this like big giant mountain. We see all this like the peak in the distance. We see like we can't even really see the peak. Maybe there's like little fog or clouds that are kind of covering it. We see it's coated and covered in trees, these tall trees with these really dark leaves and needles. We can see this winding road where we're following a car of some kind. What kind of car do you think you guys are driving?
It's definitely a Camry.
It's a Camry. Okay, you're trying some little Camry. Okay, so we're following this little Camry as winding through these mountain roads. Those mountain roads were once paved, and now they turn into unpaved roads. Some of them are a little tricky here and there. We are nowhere near any no more street lights. There's no more references to there's no more signs of pure civilization, commercialism. But we do see like a dot here or a dot there of like a home or a rental cabin, a trailer park. We see signs for like a sort of national park campgrounds, and we see hiking trailheads, and we don't really see a whole lot of other people as we zoom and follow your car as it weaves up. And you're struggling a little bit because it's Camry, and you're trying to drive further and further up these winding roads and trying to get your elevation higher and higher, and you don't quite have the rev. Who do we think is driving? Who's driving this car of ours?
I'll drive.
This Camry. All right, Steven,
okay.
go ahead.
I'll drive. When you're tired, I'll drive.
Oh man, I am kind of tired, but I think I'm good.
Man. Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You
I'm
are.
tired though.
So,
Okay.
Steven, go ahead and describe what your character looks like for us as you're driving.
All right. So my looks are scruffy and shaggy looking. Just
You
to a
chose Scruffy
T.
too?
I imagine that I've got like the helmet hair, but it's very messy and like dirty blonde. Definitely got like 3 days worth of stubble growing. It doesn't really fill in at all. It's that college kid stubble. And I'm again wearing this oversized hoodie with a very large Dolphins logo on it. And I am driving a Camry right now.
Okay. Are we saying, Jeremy, that you're riding shotgun right now?
Oh yeah, totally. Gotta keep talking to him, keep him awake, right?
Okay. Describe what you look like.
So Levi is very tall and lanky. He's got he's all earth tones. You got the khaki pants that are kind of with the side pockets, the cargo pant type things, and then a dark green shirt. He's got long, kind of oily hair that dangles down a little too far, covers his eyes half the time, it seems like.
Okay, fantastic. We'll say then that we've got both Brandy and Mark are in the back. We'll start with Melissa. Melissa, go ahead and describe what does Brandy look like, and what is she doing in the car as you're driving, as Jeremy and Steven, or I should say, excuse me, Levi and Chester are looking at each other. Maybe they're in a relationship because they look alike. Maybe they're in a relationship because they're both extraordinarily narcissistic and think they're in a relationship with each other or themselves. Who knows? But what does Brandy look like?
So Brandy is short in stature, which you may not necessarily be able to kind of see, but she's definitely kind of on the short side. And you notice that she has kind of dyed blonde hair that has a very long braid. And so that's kind of what you notice about her. She's always wearing soccer shorts. That's just sort of kind of consistent with her, soccer shorts and sneakers. And she is sitting in the back of the car, trying to make sense of the Haunted West book. So she's like, thought it might be a fun thing to bring to do for the weekend with everyone. But it's not something
Different
that she's
Haunted
like
West book.
Done before.
She has an early draft of the Chris Spivey tome. She's got an early draft.
Because of the year and all of those things. Yeah, so whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, whatever TTRPG book she's got is kind of what she's like reading, and like thought it would be like a cool thing to do with everybody while we're here, but she's like way over her head trying to figure out like what this is and whether like she could actually like GM this weekend.
Mm-hmm. So we know that Chester. So were you guys being serious, Chester, Levi? You guys are in a relationship? Are you guys like in a relationship together? Are you like, or
we're at least like glued to the hip? It's romantic, if not romantic, but I'm fine with romantic.
Yeah, I mean, not putting like labels on it or anything. Like, there's been a couple parties, and that was cool, man. It was like really cool, but like don't want to like put any pressure or make it weird or anything.
Okay.
No, it can't have it weird.
Nah, man, because this is perfect. Like, who needs
like I would never want like anything like with a label on it or like like a sign of commitment. That'd be way too much, man.
So dumb.
Yeah. I would never.
Because I mean, if that's how you feel.
No, that's how I feel. Do you feel that way, right? Yeah.
Well, got a cat.
Oh, sorry, Brandy. What were you saying about like cowboys and aliens?
I just this is gonna be like so much fun, and like I just need to just hold on, like just don't talk to me till we get there, because like it's gonna be a ton of fun, and we're gonna have a ton of fun. But like I need to cram because I thought I was gonna get to like read this over the week, but we just had like so many practices that I just couldn't like get to it. So like I just gotta like read this like until we get there.
So there's like whole different pantheons that they worship there in the thing. Like I want to read all about that.
Yeah, and she's like taking out a note of what he just said to like what she's gonna
they
like
worship
have in
panthers.
No way, dude! I'm gonna play a panther cleric. Panther cleric.
I would say that Brandy probably looks over to Mark because like the kind of that thing when you have sort of like the couple in the front seat and then you've got like the other people in the back, and she just kind of like looks at Mark and kind of like rolls her eyes, but not in an unfriendly way, but just sort of like, yep, we are witnessing this.
All right, so Mark, what do we look at? What do we see when we pan over and we see where you're sitting in the back seat?
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty lanky and scrawny, also a little bit tall. He's got really long, curly brown hair, and then he's always wearing like t-shirts and hoodies from places he's never been to. Just like it's always some sort of like souvenir type stuff from random places around the world.
She like picked up a Goodwill or something. So yeah. It's just like
and he gets asked about like what it was like going there, and he's like, I have no idea. I've never been.
Nice.
Okay. So how do you think the four of you know each other? We know you're friends. We know how like Levi and Chester, they're couples, sort of, kind of, no labels. But how do the rest of you, like, how does the group know each other? Are you guys in the same class? Did you go to the same high school? You live in the same apartment building, apartment dorm, something like that? How do you think you guys are all connected?
I got kicked out of my old D&D group for reasons.
Okay.
I have never played a tabletop RPG.
And like I want to give it a try. Like I think he'll really love it.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure.
I can't.
I'm sure I would,
like,
man.
running.
But like, I really don't understand. Like, it's fun, right? Because it sounds like you're kind of like just making make believe?
Yes.
So we all
Why
live
don't
in
you
the
just
same
do
place.
whatever you want?
You
That's what I don't
can.
get.
So I think I'm trying to interpret what that meant. I think it meant we lived in the same place and we're talking about the same things.
Okay. So
Mhm.
you may or may so your neighbors, you live nearby each other, you have similar interests
In a co-ed dorm.
in a co-ed
Mhm.
dorm, or it could just be an apartment. You guys don't have to be like, yeah, you could just be
Okay.
whatever.
I think I used
Okay.
to play soccer with Melissa's character, but I play lacrosse now. But we're still like friends from back in the day or something.
Okay.
Totally.
So-
Totally.
So you guys have decided maybe it's spring break. Maybe you guys are taking you've done your practices, you've done your tests, and now it's time to get out of Dodge. And so you've been taking this long drive away from wherever it is you go to college, and you are a lot like you. I guess I would say it's probably been about 45 minutes since you last saw like a gas station, and you've been following all these different signs, taking to a place called Black Bark Mountain. And you've been slowly moving up. Maybe once or twice you make the wrong turn and have to kind of cycle back here and there. And you can see the sun is starting to set. It looks extraordinarily beautiful, but at the same time, like you're trying to get to your rental cabin as fast as you possibly can, because you don't want to kind of get lost on these roads. You don't see any street lights anywhere, and so you're going to get you don't want to get too lost. It's around this time as both Chester and Levi are like, kind of doing their usual banter back and forth. And Chester, your eyes are kind of getting a little bit heavy, where you see suddenly stumbling out from the side of the road, from this thick brush, and you can see there's these trees that are leaning almost over top of the road itself. You can see it looks like a woman, but she seems to be a little bit disheveled, and she just kind of stumbles out into the middle of the road. So, Stephen, I'm going to have you demonstrate how rolls work, and I would like to see you try and avoid hitting her, or not.
I'm gonna kill a woman on my first roll.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So this is me. Yeah. So normally I wouldn't require people to do rolls.
It's okay, man. Like, no judgment. She was jaywalking, dude.
So the way this works is we're going to pick your attribute that best applies in the situation. So what I usually suggest is you either pick the thing that best helps you in this situation or most hurts you in this situation. So one of the two. Hopefully one of those two will definitely be clear. If not, just kind of talk it out. So Stephen, I think you tell me. You actually, before I give you my idea.
So I feel like the two attributes that my mind would go to would be athleticism for reflexes or composure for like knowing the right thing to do. My athleticism is 2, so that doesn't really hurt me that much. My composure is 1. So I would say the rolling composure would help me best.
Okay. All right. Now you did say that you were drowsy. Do you think that's going to negatively affect you?
Would that affect my composure though, or would that affect my athleticism?
I was just giving you shit. No, we can do composure.
No,
definitely makes sense. I think composure definitely makes sense. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your dice together. You got your 4 dice. Okay. You're going to give that a roll in a second. You can take a look to see, what's your expertise again? Your expertise has nothing to do with driving, I don't think, right?
Puzzles.
Yeah. That doesn't apply here. I don't think your items necessarily are going to apply either, but you're going to roll 4.
Unless I'm going to burn her with my torch.
That's for disposing the body. So give us a 46 roll, and then read out your results, and I'll walk everybody through how this works.
What a great roll, Jeff! Why'd you choose me for this?
It's fun.
I rolled a 2, a 1, and a 1.
Okay, so that's a horrific roll. So in this game, what you do, it's a dice pool game.
Oh God.
You're tallying your hits and you're tallying your fumbles. And then after that, they can kind of cancel each other out at times as well. And as long as you usually have at least 1 or 2 hits, you succeed at your task. And if you have any fumbles that have not yet been canceled out by like extra hits, you can potentially take what I call strain in this situation. Strain is just the idea of, it could be stress, it could be anxiety, it could be like a minor, scrape or bruise, something like that. It could be the guilt of hitting a poor old woman who's stumbling out into the road. Who knows?
Oh my goodness.
But with a 2, 2, 1, and a 1, and with your with your composure being 1, that means there's 2 dice that are equal or under your rank. and you have no successes. So you have no 5s, you have no 6s. So you fail at the roll. And so what I'm going to say is you swerve, okay? If this is all right with you, I'm going to say you swerve. And while you avoid hitting the old woman, you do not avoid crashing your Camry into the side of the road. It goes flying off the side of the road, and it smashes into one of these trees. And all of you just feel the sudden surge of as the windshield kind of cracks a little bit. You can see on the driver's side is the part that kind of gets smashed into the tree trunk a little bit. And that means, Steven, you're going to go ahead and take 2 points of strain from this.
Okay, you said if I'm okay with that. What if I'm not okay with it?
I'm okay.
I mean, you rolled 2 1s and 2 2s.
I know you're okay with
it.
Would you rather hit the old woman? Okay, so the rest of you, I'm not gonna say you have to necessarily roll, but what I'm gonna say is, like, you all kind of get rattled a little bit. You get taken by surprise. You weren't going extraordinarily fast. It was mountain country roads. It's not like you're going at high speeds. But Steven, you get the brunt of it. Your head flies forward. You got maybe an airbag comes out and kind of gets you in the eye a bit. In this game, there are basically 2 things that we track in terms of like damage and such. One is called strain. One is called wound. Strain is again minor things. It could be stress. It could be cuts and bruises. Wounds are more severe. So it's like mental trauma. It's broken bones. It's gunshot wounds, stab wounds, that kind of thing, right? And so if you get too much strain, eventually it'll morph into a wound. And if you get too many wounds, then you die or something bad happens to you. So right now, Steven took 2 strain and he's halfway there. On taking your 4th strain, it'll kind of get up to a wound. And so as you guys all smash, the car crashes into this tree. How is everyone reacting to this sudden and violent car crash?
So I would say that Brandy
Are you okay?
wants to go check on the woman. Like, because we did this maneuver because there was kind of a woman in the middle of the road.
Okay.
So I think Brandy is going to run back and like see what's up with
Jump
her.
out of the car and you go race down towards the woman. And you've got, I think I heard it was Levi was kind of, are you checking on Chester as you see Chester's head smashed? Yeah. Okay.
Did I hit her?
No, man. You're like a total hero, man. You totally saved her life, man. Fuck that tree. You saved the woman.
I saved her life. Yeah.
You saved her life,
Are we
man.
dead?
No, we're alive.
Don't ask that.
What is
okay.
Mark doing?
He's kind of frozen a little bit. My composure is really low, so I imagine he's frozen and he's like
Shock.
checking that he has every finger attached and his limbs are not twisted in some weird way.
I think it looks okay. Maybe a
he's
little
seen
bit
in
of a
movies
bruise, but nothing crazy. Yeah.
You see in movies that cars explode every time they hit something, so he's very frantically like making sure that there's not a fire, that there's not some like burning smell.
It does, like, it definitely smells like smoke. Like, as you do smell smoke, and when you look through the windshield, you do see that there's like either steam or smoke coming up from where the hood of the car has smashed into the trunk of the tree itself. Whether or not that is going to explode, I mean, maybe in time, but there's certainly some smoke that seems to be coming out of the trunk.
And with that, he'd be, it's gonna blow. We gotta get out. This could be trying to get out and like fighting the seatbelt.
So Mark clambers out. We see Levi checking on Chester, and then we see Brandy. You race up, and you can see that there is this a woman that you realize. Brandy, you said, is like squat, right? She's not very tall, like you said, right?
Yeah.
This woman has a very similar build, in fact, to Brandy. She's also kind of squat, a little bit. She seems older. You would probably peg her maybe in her 60s or so. She's not dressed particularly well. She looks a little disheveled. She's got you could tell she's got some dirt and smudge on her face. Doesn't look like she was hit, but she fell down to the ground as the car came barreling through. And right now she's kind of in the process of standing up, and she looks a little woozy.
Ma'am, are you okay? Are you here? Let me give you a hand.
What's going on? Huh?
And her hand reaches up, and you feel this like surprisingly strong grip, and she says,
You all almost killed me. What's wrong with you? Who taught you how to drive? What's wrong with you people?
We,
Right
we-
away, don't you understand? That's how pedestrians are.
Well, yes. Usually on sidewalks or crosswalks or things. Can I ask where you're coming from or where you're going? Can I help you?
You can ask. You don't have to say anything.
Sure. Can I walk you home? You look like you're okay. I'm very glad you're okay.
Can you walk me home? Why do I want to let you know where I live?
Well, okay. I needed to offer. You're okay though. Yes.
I'm fine. Seems like you all are the ones with trouble.
Well, we do now. We didn't have trouble before, but we do seem to now.
What are you all doing?
Chester
up
falls
there
out of the
anyway?
car crying.
And you can see you probably have like a little blood or something because you're
Yeah.
you it's nothing broken, but maybe it's a little bit of a nosebleed or something coming down.
Chester's
And-
awkwardly reaching over, trying to take one of his papers and shove it in your nose to block the bleeding.
You mean Levi?
So yeah, sorry,
That's
Levi. Like sometimes, like I feel like we're the same person, man. But like, just not to make it weird or anything, but like tilt your head back.
But I can't breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a second. I'm gonna like make sure to turn the car off, and actually, like I'm gonna put this in neutral. Mark, can you help like push it back?
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am, do
Is it
you know
safe?
anyone with a
it's
truck?
safe, man.
here?
So I'll say two things are happening. So we'll say in terms of pushing the car out. So there's this thing in this game that we call I call tasks. No roll necessary. It's like you can do it. It's just a question of does it take effort. In this case, I'm going to say like with the two of you working this together, you could probably push the car away. I'm going to say that you have to divvy up. Each of you are going to have to divvy up however you want across the party. I'll say a number. It's going to be what's called a low difficulty task. Means that you can divvy up 4 strains. So between the 4 of you, whoever is contributing or participating in this, 4 strain has to be accounted for across the entire group. All of you could take 1, some of you could take 2, however you want to do it. And so it's just kind of accounted for, and it gets done. It's successful. It's just not an easy thing to do.
Okay.
So while are the guys doing that, and is Brandy still talking to this woman?
I think so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Brandy's still trying to see if she knows anyone with a truck or something.
Do I know anyone with a truck? I mean, it's the mountains. I know lots of people with trucks. Maybe you all
What?
should have brought a truck. Maybe you wouldn't have such a problem driving some little tiny. What? Why are you
It's a-
driving that up here?
Because it's the vehicle that we have. So maybe someday one of us will have a pickup truck, but today is not that day.
You really
Yeah.
should wear something reflective. Just didn't see you.
I saw you just fine.
And,
Well, yeah, we got lights.
Yeah.
And it is starting to get a little darker, I would say, too, as you guys are lingering. Go ahead, Brandy.
so is that a yes? You know someone with a truck, maybe, that could help tow us up to our cabin?
Well, you can get the ranger to come on and help you. I know he's got a big old Bronco. He's got tow cable and all that kind of such things.
That sounds perfect. Do you
For
have the
dumb,
ranger's number?
Stupid visitors coming up here not being prepared, driving vehicles without 4-wheel drive up on mountain roads.
That's us. That's definitely us. I'm glad that you're prepared for people like us to come here. Do you have the ranger's number in your phone?
I don't have a phone. What do I need a phone for?
Well, emergencies. So where could we find the ranger then?
Yeah, over there, up yonder.
And she kind of like points somewhat in the direction of the way she came, like not up the road, but kind of just through the trees.
And she say, head about, mile that way. You'll see it.
Okay, and when you say see it, am I looking for something that looks like a ranger station?
No, you're looking for a ranger station. What else is a ranger station supposed to look like?
I'm just checking because I'm the ignorant out of towner, so I need to ask all the questions. And Brandy's sort of looking at her a bit to make sure that she looks okay, that we're not going to have a conversation later about how she wasn't okay.
She's definitely got some, like, you can tell, like, again, she looks very disheveled. She doesn't look like she's in great, like great condition, great health. You can see her clothes are a little bit torn up. You would probably hazard a guess that maybe she lives like out in the wilds, not necessarily the most civilized person in the world.
Okay. But I just want to make sure she doesn't look like she's got like a broken foot or a broken hand or anything like that. She looks...
No, you don't see anything broken. No, she looks fine. She didn't get hit.
Okay.
Like he Chester was able to avoid her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your help. I'll offer one more time. I'm willing to walk you home if you want, but if you don't want to, that's okay. I'm just glad you are okay. You're okay, right?
Why are you trying to walk me home so much? I don't want you to know where I live.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But you're okay, right? You're not hurt?
How many times do I got... You know what? Conversation over.
She gets up, dusts herself off, and you can see she walks across the road, and she goes from where she came out on the, say, the left-hand side of the road. She just disappears into the right-hand thicket now, and you can see she just kind of pushes through, and you can hear her just kind of cackling as she runs away. She doesn't seem to go anywhere in particular. Okay.
So she'll go back over to Chester, and she'll just say, I asked her.
My mom is going to kill us. She's going to kill me. That's her Camry.
It's seen better days, but you know what? That woman, she's fine. I asked her like 4 times if she's fine. So if she tries to come back later and say she's not fine, I asked her multiple times. She said she's fine.
But the Camry's not fine.
Well, but there's a ranger station, so we just have to walk up a bit that way, and he can tow us.
I mean, it's okay. Like, your dad owns a dealership. I know he's got coverage on it, and it's like fine, okay. It's going to be a little tough, like for the weekend, but like we wanted to rough it.
Is he's always talking about responsibility, and
that's why he's going to get onto you for letting me drive, because that was stupid, and I'm really sorry that I wrecked your car, man. Okay, I'm really sorry I wrecked your car.
You weren't driving.
It'd be even worse if I told him you were driving.
What shit? I don't know, man. I guess I'm just fucking stupid. Okay, sorry.
No,
she walked right out in front of the car.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so mean to you. I'm so sorry. I love you. I didn't mean it like that. I think.
Yeah. No. You know what? You're right. You're right. We got and so like we're gonna find a way to take care of this, and like.
Yeah, and my mom she won't mind at all. I'm sorry I spoke to you like that.
No, man, like you just like saved a woman's life, so like you deserve a little grace, okay?
Yeah.
You did save her life. Hitting her would have been the much worse thing. So
like people should like make something
outcome.
Like, I hate being like observed and all, but like could you imagine if you had like some sort of camera you could just like put to show like somebody was stupid and just jumped in front of your car, like up on the dash or something? Great, man.
That would be really helpful.
It's getting dark, and I don't want to be in the woods when it's dark.
Yeah, let's get everything out of the car, and then we'll go up and find the ranger station.
Right.
Through the woods?
Yes. Towards help, though. We're gonna make it. We'll just get everything out of the car, and we'll go.
We'll get lost in the woods.
We're not gonna get lost.
Man. We're gonna be fine. Because we're going to
follow the road. We'll follow the road.
Exactly. And
I'd rather do that. Like, how far was our cabin from here? We would just walk there.
I don't.
It was like this far on the map.
Right.
Yeah,
which is like, is that?
It's at least a mile, right? Maybe 100?
Not 100 miles. Definitely less than that. Mark, we're going to be okay. We're all going to walk to the ranger station, and the ranger station, he's going to be able to tow where we need to go, and it's going to be fine. We're going to sleep in beds tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Mark, I think I know what you need. You need to get your spirits bolstered. I'm going to make a torch. I'm also going to light a torch for you in the meanwhile.
Okay.
Are you guys so walk me through, what do you want to do? Do you want to like follow her random direction through the woods? Do you want to try to follow the road? Are you leaving the car here? Are you trying to push the car? Trying to fix the car? What are we thinking?
Well, so part of the reason I brought up pushing the car back was like you said we weren't going that fast. And so just because there's smoke coming up, maybe we could like pop the hood and take a look in.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe
Absolutely.
it's not that terrible.
Okay. Do you want to, or do we want to say that Levi is going to give that a try?
Yeah, man, we'll give it a go. Like, kind of like flip flop the little Zippo a couple times, hold it open to like have some light over the engine hood, or open the hood, hold
Light
it
the
open
oil
over
on
the
fire.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a smart move. I'm saying it's what he would do.
Give me.
Brandy's going to come up behind you and put the flashlight on her cell phone.
This sounds great.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a reasoning test. I think that makes the most sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think with Brandy being there, like she's already kind of naturally done this. We'll want to demonstrate assisting, so like you can assist in this game. So say, like Melissa's already described it. So the way assisting works is if somebody else helps you, that means that you get an extra die to your roll. So you get 5d6s, and now you get to count as hits any 4s you roll. So normally it's just a 5 or a 6, but if you're being assisted, 4s also count. Okay. It does mean that Melissa has to take a strain. So maybe while she's there, she gets a gust of like steam or smoke kind of flies up.
Or I'm holding the Zippo and I burn her hand accidentally.
Yeah.
Just strain, not a wound. Jeez.
Okay.
It's just a lighter.
Yeah. It's just like first degree.
I burn myself all the time.
Like
man. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Give it a roll.
All right. Got 4 dice.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
5
I like
dice.
that. Oh yeah, I've got 5 dice actually. So let me add in Okay. So I've got a 3, a 4, a 6, and a 5.
That's phenomenal. That is 4 successes, because with an assist, those 4s counts as successes, or 4 hits, I should say. And what is your reasoning score, by the way? Like, what did you? 2. Okay, so you're good.
That's his medium.
Yeah. So Levi, you're totally right. This doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like the car has been completely totaled. You can tell like there's definitely some there's a couple things have been disconnected here and there, and so you have to kind of reconnect this and that. You can see like some steam's coming out, so maybe you go into like the back and maybe one of you has like a jug of water and you just kind of pour that out into like a leaky radiator or something like that. And we'll say about, within about 20 or 30 minutes, suddenly someone gets behind the wheel. Maybe it's Chester, maybe somebody else, and we hear as the Camry starts back up.
All right, so like we probably shouldn't like gun it or anything, but like, hey man, it's still driving.
That's great, Levi. You did it. See, Mark, we don't have to walk all the way up there. We can just drive.
That's good. I want to get to the cabin.
You look stressed, man.
Is it like off the? Like, do we need to kind of push it onto the road as he's?
We could say you guys did that as part of backing it away out of the tree. So we'll say you guys all get in the car. I guess I'm assuming somebody else is driving now, or do we
for sure?
Chester? Okay,
we had to pop the airbag to put it down.
Okay, and so based upon what you had for where you were going, it's 2011, so you kind of sort of mapped it, but at the same time, like you had to get some basic instructions. There's a rental cabin. It's not a company. It's just like a regular person who's renting this out, like a B&B kind of thing. And you all venture further up. The sun completely goes down, becomes completely dark, and the only light you have is the headlights that are just shining left and right. But eventually, at long last, you come to what looks like this quaint cabin in the middle of nowhere. You don't see any lights of neighbors. You don't see any other cabins here or there. You see these tall trees that are flanked all around it. It is not like an extraordinarily beautiful cabin, but it is a cabin because you're all college students, so it's probably not the fanciest thing in the world. But it's definitely something that's sufficient for you. You drive up. It's extremely dark. There's no lights in the cabin. You have the keys. like maybe there was like a pickup downtown, and now you're driving up, and here you're at. And so we'll say you guys start to unpack. You start to look around. You start to like, kind of clean yourself up. You realize like the water, like there's water that works. Like there is electricity. You kind of flip it on here and there. Your cell phone signal is expectedly terrible, as was suggested. There's really not a whole lot. Like there's not like a TV or anything like that. It's a very very simple cabin with just a little bit of electricity. So what do you think you guys do as you settle in for the night? What do we see the four of you do as you finally arrive? It's been a long day of travel.
Use some medication.
Yeah, man. Of course. So like, I mean, let's help Mark get like stuff set up in the kitchen, and then like, I'm gonna grab one of those books, and I'm gonna like try and look up that Panther God while we, do some medication.
Brandy
And
would
like,
ask
man, I
Mark,
was thinking like, what if like crazy story, but like, what if one of these crazy mountain people like stole your car? Like, and then they ran it into a tree, but then they ran away after they did that. And we're like, oh, those assholes, right? And like, your dad's like super prejudiced and stuff anyway, so he would
You
hate
think
him.
someone's gonna steal my car while we're here? Oh, that'd be even worse than breaking it.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Here, take this. You first.
Oh, wait. You mean we should pretend someone steals my car?
Right, because your dad's like super prejudiced and racist and shit. And we would just say like somebody stole your car and he'd totally buy it.
I think that just might work.
Right?
Dude, you're so smart.
Nah, man. We're smart.
I didn't have the idea.
I wouldn't have had the chance to have the idea. You hadn't saved your life, dude. Now help me find that fucking Panther God.
Dude.
Where's the fucking index in this?
Okay, so as you guys search up the Panther God in the miscellaneous role-playing game from 2011 that is gigantic, does Brandy or Mark, do you guys do anything as you settle in to the cabin?
I feel like we picked up groceries or something in town because we're planning on staying up here a while. So to get his mind off things, Mark's definitely like settling into the kitchen, putting things away, trying to get some meals cooked for everyone.
and Brandy's just sort of coming up like, do you need help with anything?
No. If I think of something, I'll let you know. But he's definitely the type that's like not good at delegating tasks to other people while cooking.
So she'll just pull up a seat on a stool, and just talk about just kind of random things, just to try to get Mark kind of back to chill again, because it was kind of like a harrowing kind of bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of trying to get him like distracted with like, oh, and what are you gonna do with that? And like, oh, that's such a good idea. And then you're gonna, what are you gonna do tomorrow?
I think he's putting together like a chicken Alfredo, just kind of simple hearty dish.
Okay.
Is there like a recovery mechanic for getting rid of strain?
There is, but it only happens in the after you confront a specific danger. So there are dangers like the all-purpose term for like either it could be an adversary or really bad like a skill task kind of deal. And so sometimes you can recover after that, but that's the only time.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
All right, so we'll say the night progresses. You eat your chicken Alfredo. You sit around, talk, you rest, you check to make sure that Chester's nose isn't broken. You finally find the Panther God, and we'll say that all of you eventually retire. You get some well-earned rest. It was kind of a stressful last leg of the drive, and you all kind of split up. Do we? I don't want to pry too much, but do we say that Chester and Levi? Do you guys share one of the two bedrooms in this cabin?
I mean, I told my mom we wouldn't, but I don't mind.
I don't want to say anything.
Like, it's up to you, man, because like your mom's awesome. So if you made her a promise, I don't want you to feel bad about that. I am totally gonna sleep on the couch, and we will.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a promise. I mean, I did tell her that, but I never said I promise we won't. You know?
Oh, Well, like, you know, we respect
And my
her
mom's
spirit.
awesome because she doesn't mind if I lie to her.
Yeah, it's because she
I
loves
was going
you,
to
man.
volunteer to take the couch, and then you two take over the room. And
Oh,
It's
Mark,
like,
dude, you're so awesome. Here, you need to try this. This
Say,
is
uh,
I was gonna say like the couch is probably like a really old fashioned fold out, so it's like got that horrific metal that like is gonna cut your arm off if you get it caught in the wrong place. You
yeah.
start to fold it out. It's dusty as can be. Like this whole place is kind of dusty. You could tell it maybe no one stayed up here all that long, but yeah, you could probably pull that out. And then like we can say Brandy gets the other bedroom. You guys all split up, rest. Okay, all right.
So, like, if I was a cleric of Bast and you were a paladin of Bast, I could give you a bonus 20 to your movement 3 times per day. It'd be super cool.
Brandy puts her arm over each of their shoulders and just like scooshes them into the room and like cleses the door behind them.
I thought that was
Just
like pillow talk or
night,
something.
guys.
Like
Leave.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Still don't know what a cleric is, though.
All right.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
going to say you guys all eventually get into your rooms. You all eventually get to sleep. And I'm going to say, so we said that Mark, you were the one that you said you were out in the living room, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mark, you are the first person, since you are out in the living room nearest to the door. You start hearing the noises outside. Wakes you up. You hear it's like shuffling, it's scraping. I'll say that the rest of you don't hear it just yet. Mark, you wake up. Everything's dark. Like the only light that maybe you have on is maybe there's like a dim lamp or something, or maybe you get your phone or whatever. But you just hear something outside. What's your first reaction? What do you do?
Probably grabbing my lacrosse stick and then getting up a little bit, seeing if the floor is too creaky to walk around or not, if I'm wanting to investigate.
Yeah, you take 3 steps and you hear, and you can feel like the wood dip, and you think maybe there's a like either there's potentially a basement like or some kind of cellar level, and you can feel it kind of start to dip. You can see some of the dust start to fall between the seams. And
when I take that step and there's the creak, does the noise outside react at all? Does it stop?
No, it's pretty loud still, and like you just hear like something. It's like indistinct, like shuffling and movement, like something's moving about. Something's kind of you hear like a vague slam, and then a smash, and then you just hear like something getting dragged, maybe in the ground here or there, or like a shuffling of branches, leaves of some kind.
I wonder if there's panthers here. We're in the mountains.
He says to himself. You say this out loud?
Yeah.
Like you're just like
yeah, I'm saying it like very quietly. I'm thinking about panthers because that's what they were talking about as I went to bed. And is there like an outdoor kind of like light switch by the front door?
Sure, we'll say like there's like a floodlight outside, and you go over, you flip the switch, and you can see like out into the parking. Like there's like gravel. There's like a gravelly area with like pine needles and things and such, where you park the car. And as you shine the light, as you look out the window, you peel the curtain back and you peek. It looks as though like the Camry has been like covered with all sorts of like leaves and vines, like as if the tree under which you have parked it has just like shed all of its foliage, and it's just plunged on top.
Okay. Is it more leaves still falling on it?
Yeah, you can see like this loose, like this like light flickering. As you're watching, you suddenly hear the horn just blare as loud as can be, like, and right as it does that, the light of the floodlight goes off. The rest of you hear the sounds of the horn now going off, and all 3 of you can awake as well.
Guys, I think a panther's outside.
Wait, Wait,
Panther in the
did-
car?
the horn? Something hit the horn of the car?
There's a bunch of branches on it. Something woke me up. It's loud. I don't know.
Okay, I'll check it out. And I walk out of the cabin and start going towards the Camry.
Hey man, don't forget
Walk
your
out-
hoodie. It's chilly, man.
I'm wearing my hoodie. I sleep in my hoodie.
Okay. So we see Chester in his Miami Dolphins hoodie goes out front. It is extremely dark. Do you carry do you have like a flashlight item or anything on you?
Yeah, I carry a torch.
Okay. You got
The
Okay,
butane
get the-
torch.
get the butane torch and like you take 2 steps outside and you see the flame that you had just suddenly starts to dim. It doesn't completely go away, but it goes from being like maybe a 2-inch long flame to just down to like a 1/4 inch or so, and it gets very, very dim all of a sudden.
Levi, didn't I refill it before we left?
Yeah, man, you are like so on top of that.
Brandy comes behind with her cell phone, puts the flashlight kind of on
Don't
the cell
burn
phone.
yourself. There's fire.
I accidentally burned Brandy the same way Levi did.
So Brandy, you take like
Brandy.
Brandy, you take like 2 steps out, and you're like the flashlight app, like you're using like the
Yeah.
flashlight function on your phone. That flickers, and you can see that kind of shorts out the phones. Like if you've got like a smartphone, basically, like you'll see like the screen itself is still there, but the light is very dim. It's like on the lowest setting. I don't know what kind of phones, maybe like a BlackBerry or something. It's like 2011. I'm not sure if we had like super fancy phones yet. I can't remember.
Probably.
But it just
Yeah.
it just
Something.
dims.
Something early.
guys,
Would have been
let's
flip
do some
phones and
hokey
stuff,
pokey
too.
bullshit, man. Let's like step in, step out, and see when things dim and when they come back. Like, let's make a fucking perimeter. That
Brandy,
is
did you
weird
not
and
charge your
awesome.
phone?
Maybe the breaker went out. I'm gonna go try and find the breaker.
Dude, there's not a breaker on a car, dude.
Wait,
Not in the car.
I don't. That would mess up my phone if the breaker. If something happened.
Well, I don't know what's
Yeah,
wrong
I
with your
think he
phone,
just didn't
but
charge it.
houses have breakers.
I'll go with you.
Oh, I'll take my so while they're doing that, Levi is gonna like take his phone, step forward, see when it starts dimming, step back and see when it doesn't, and then sidestep and kind of do that to kind of like see if he can create a perimeter around what seems to be
So basically everything's extremely dark, and the only light you really get is what you're carrying. So in terms of where everyone's at, I think everyone is outside at this point, because I think Brandy and Mark said you're looking for a breaker box. Is that what you're doing? You could also be in the cellar or something like that as well. So you're
I would
searching.
assume it's in the cellar. So I feel like Mark would have stepped like on the porch and then wanted to look for the breaker box and then gone back inside and look for like the basement or wherever that is.
You look around a bit, and eventually you find a trap door in the kitchen area, underneath like this colorful but dusty rug. As you peel it back, and you can see that you can pull that up, and it has these steps going down into this dark cellar beneath the kitchen.
After you.
You think it's down there?
I mean, you said probably, so we should check it out. Right behind you.
Is your flashlight working again now that we're back inside the house?
Inside the house, it seems to be fine.
Okay.
As she like shines it like up in your face. Yep, it's full.
He falls down the stairs as he's okay. The two of you descend into the cellar. Okay, so Chester, did you continue to proceed towards the car after the torch?
Absolutely. I still was going towards the car.
So you're moving out. It's extremely dark. You can hear behind you the sounds of Levi doing his little hokey pokey, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, kind of measuring, realizing it's
weird,
like,
man. Look at this. It's like Grover, man. Near far.
Like, dude, that's really awesome and everything,
Weird.
but like the car is already almost totaled and the horn is going off, so like we should like focus.
Okay, man. Just like It just felt like a weird moment or something for a second.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you that way, man. Like, you don't deserve that. I
Yeah,
don't know
like-
what's up with me.
Like, I'm always thinking like stupid shit, and you're always like grounded, man. And that's like yin yang kind of shit. So yeah, we should fucking like turn off that horn is really annoying. But like, look at this. Like,
I don't watch
huh?
a lot of
Huh?
movies. I don't know who
Huh?
Yin Yang is. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. Just protect your neck. That's Wu-Tang, man. I'm messing with you.
So, Chester, you approach the car. You got Levi still in like by the doorway, maybe 20 feet away, and then you've got Brandy and Mark who just went down into the cellar. And Chester, you can't like it's almost hard to see the car. It's covered in just fallen foliage, and you don't like as you approach the horn suddenly stops, and it's no longer sounding. And then once that horn stops, Levi, you hear from the darker recesses of the cabin, back by where the bedrooms are, you suddenly hear the sounds of some kind of creature.
Feline
And then
creature?
the lights of the headlights suddenly burst on, and they shoot this bright swath of light right across like that gravelly parking area, right into the door itself. And as you look over your shoulder, Levi, you see standing in the hallway is this dark mountain cat that has to be at least like 4 feet in terms of its height. It's massive.
Chester.
And it lunges and it leaps over top of the couch at you. And we're going to go into a confrontation.
Oh
This
my
is
gosh.
confrontation, combat, etc. As there is
Is that a cleric?
Idiot. You're such an idiot. Okay, so the way this is going to work, we have a round system. There's no specific initiative, nothing like that. Everything's very fluid. So essentially, whoever in terms like PCs always go first before like whatever danger it is that you're facing. The whole game is based on the concept of danger. We're in danger, and so in this case, you've got this freaking mountain cat that's leaping at Levi. And since Levi is the one that's directly in this situation, I'm going to say he gets the first initiative. What do you do as you see this giant mountain cat leaping over top of this couch in your direction? What do you do?
Okay, so I'm somewhat near where the car is and that sort of thing.
You're like in the doorway. You're in the doorway. That's like I kind of kept you near the doorway as you were playing around.
Okay. So is this one of those cabins where it's like very much down to the ground, or is it one of those ones where it's kind of like up a little bit and there's like a crawl space?
It's down to the ground. This one's down to the ground. And we'll say that because we said there's a cellar, so I think cellar in crawl space sounds weird.
Oh, I don't think he knows really what to do other than to like drop to the ground and roll.
Okay.
And like, because it's like if he was near the car, he might get under the car. If there's a crawl space, he might try to get under the crawl space. But if he's just like next to the house, if there's something he can get behind, he will. But otherwise, he's just gonna drop to the ground and like go prone and hope that it goes over him.
Okay. Roll an athleticism test. So the way this is, so on your turn, there's no like you basically can make one test to try to affect the danger. So mechanically, the way this works is every danger has a threshold, and it's a number of it's a number that essentially has to be lowered to 0 in order to like complete the task. So it could be used as hit points for a monster. It could be used as like a chase mechanic if you want to track it that way. And so in this, you guys don't necessarily know what that threshold is, but the way that you reduce the threshold is by on your turn taking a test that in some way confronts the danger or avoids a danger in some way. In this case, you're trying to dodge out of the way and kind of avoid it hurting you. And so on your turn, you should try to make some kind of proactive action towards that. And then after your turn, it's going to retaliate effectively. So after every single PC turn, the danger retaliates. And so in this case, you're trying to kind of dodge out of the way and we'll see how you roll and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I can't think of anything silly that he would do other than that. I feel like that's the more reasonable reaction to seeing that.
Sure enough. Okay.
So 4 dice.
I would say, 4 dice. It's athleticism, and you're just dodging out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Well, I've got 2 3s and 2 5s.
Okay.
Which seems not terrible. Although my athleticism is a 3. So
Okay.
Levi is like
All right.
very, very scrawny. He's not an athletic dude.
Okay. So you have 2. So this is essentially the game. You figure out how you want to invest. In order to succeed at this test and actually start reducing that threshold, you have to commit at least one of those 5s to this. But if you want to use the other 5 to cancel out one of the strain that you might come back, you can do that as well. So like you have 2 3s that are bad, you have 2 5s that are good. One of those 5s, in order for you to pass the test, has to be committed, which means now you have 1 5 that's good, and you've got 2 3s that are bad. You can take that 1 5, cancel one of those 3s, and say you succeed, but you take a little strain in the process.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Okay. All right. Sounds great.
I'll take one strain, one success, basically.
Yeah, so maybe like you close the door. Maybe you quickly slam the door right as this thing's leaping, and you just dodge out of the way, and you hear the sounds of whoosh as it thuds against the door, and that could be, the
Nice.
and inexplicably do a little damage to it.
Oh, Chester, it's not a cleric.
Okay, so he calls out, "It's not a cleric," or something. Okay, so now the danger always retaliates immediately after a PC turn, but it's fairly random on my end. So I roll 3 different things. I roll one of what ability it's going to use. And so in the base game, there are 3 different kinds of abilities that a danger gets. One of them is called Harass, where it's essentially trying to inflict strain on you. Okay, that kind of light damage. One of them is called Kill, which is trying to just go straight to wounds, which is going to inflict the permanent horrible damage. And then one of them is called Scare, where it's just trying to frighten you and then reduce your dice pool. So it's just making you frightened over the course of this scene. So it's not something I pick; it's something that's random. And so this case, it's going to be a Scare attack, and then it's going to target. It will be targeting. Levi. It's going to target the PC active most recently. And then you're going to be using your composure, which makes perfect sense.
Ooh.
So this is what happens. You hear the thud of this mountain cat slam against the door, and you hear it, and you dive down to the ground. And right as you go to get back up, the ground, you suddenly realize you can't. As you look and you see that the very earth itself, like a vine, has come up from the earth and has wrapped around your arm and your leg and is pinning you down to the ground. And you hear as it sounds like that mountain cat is like clawing through the door itself. So I need you to give me a composure test to keep your cool in this situation.
Nice.
Oh man, no. Okay, my composure's a 1. I have a 2, a 3, a 6, and a 5.
Nice.
That is fantastic. You keep your cool. You met
Fuck
not only
off,
that,
man, I'm not coming out there. No.
and so one of the things you can do, because you have 2 successes, you pass the test, which is great. Then you have this extra hit that you are just kind of floating around. One of the things you're allowed to do with it is you're allowed to put it towards the progression to the threshold. And so we could say that you do that.
I think he taunts the cat, knowing that the door is there, like maybe getting it to bite at the door or something like that. Hey man, like fuck off, dude. Like I don't give a shit about your stupid fucking vines, man. You're a fake panther, like heretic and shit. I'm the cleric, bitch. I'm the cleric.
And so you call it a heretic and a bitch, and then you claim it's a cleric, and you still hear the sound of it like scratching and biting at the door. All right, who is going to go next? Those of you, as you were descending into the cellar. So I'm going to say, Brandy, Mark, you descended in the cellar. It's extremely dark down here. when your feet hit the ground, you realize like there's no floor and there's not beams of wood. It's just earth. It's just dirt. You feel softness in the ground. You turn the light on and you can see there's crates, there's boxes. You do see what looks like some kind of junction box. And then you suddenly hear the sounds of pandemonium upstairs. Meanwhile, Chester, you're standing at the driver's seat, or excuse me, the driver's window of your car, which is coated now in this foliage. The horn just stopped, the lights just flashed on. You look back, you see Chester dive out of the way, the door slam, and now he's shouting back about a mountain cat and that it's a heretic or something. Anyone can go. There's not a particular order. All of you just get to go once per round, and that's that. So who would like to take an action?
I would say Brandy probably was following Mark down into the basement. And so she would probably say like, all right, you got this. And then she's going to kind of go back to see what she can do about the situation kind of on the first floor.
So you go back up and you come out of the kitchen and you look and you can see that like kind of standing up against the door is a large black mountain cat of some kind. And you can see it's scraping through the door itself. It's very dark in here, but there's lights coming through, maybe the curtains that were drawn when Mark was looking out towards the car and the horn. And so there's lights coming in from the headlight. And so you can see the contours of this massive cat. You hear the sounds of Chester calling, kind of panicked outside. What do you want to do here, Brandy?
So I would say, if this maybe makes sense, because Mark was a little kind of concerned about going down into the basement. So I think maybe she might have kind of just, the soccer ball is all she has of anything that even looks like something. So she may have kind of had it on there of like, I'll throw this at something if we need it. And so she has that. And so she wants
it's
to
on the
like
countertop. Doesn't mean you have to carry it down with you. Maybe just sit on the countertop. Yeah.
That works. And so then she would like to chuck the soccer ball at this mountain cat.
Okay. In this case, it's a soccer ball. I'm going to ask for so often there's like one hit is all you necessarily need. In some cases, sometimes you need two. Because it's a soccer ball and not like a bowling ball, I'm going to say you're going to need to contribute 2 hits. This is going to be essentially 2 target number that you're trying to get to. Are you using athleticism?
Yes, definitely athleticism.
All right. Go ahead and your expertise or items. So you got your one item, the soccer ball itself. What about your expertise?
Yeah, my expertise was balance. And so it's kind of a stretch. So I don't think I'm going to.
Probably not. But the soccer ball for sure. So you'll have the soccer ball for sure.
Oh, bummer. Okay. So, all right, not bad. So I rolled a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 6. And so because I used the item, that means the 4 turns into a 5. My athleticism is a 1. So the 6 cancels out the 1, and I've got the 4 that turned into a 5. So you know what? No, never mind. I'm gonna take the 2 because you said I needed 2.
Yes. Exactly.
So I'm gonna leave the 1, take the strain, and then I'll do the 5 and the 6 towards this cat.
You hurl the soccer ball at it, right? And it is leaning back, about to do another strike, and it does that thing where like the soccer ball hits the door and then quickly bounces and hits it in the face, and then back to the door, and then back to his face, like this, and then it falls down. And so like you kind of startle it a bit. You clearly probably didn't severely damage it, but you startled it to the point where it kind of flails around a bit and swats at the soccer ball, and then it looks, and then it sees you, its eyes glowing this like bright green, and it stares at you. And now I'm going to roll its retaliation, basically.
Yep.
See what happens. All right. Gonna be a harass attack. This is going to be at you. And you're going to have to roll composure as you see this thing
Makes
slowly stalking towards you. And as it's watching you, its eyes are just getting like bigger and brighter, and slowly it's moving. And you can see it climb on top of the bed that Mark was sleeping on. And then you can see it put one of its paws on the back of the couch and just kind of tip the couch over, as it too has wonderful balance. So give me a composure test.
Okay. And so I don't think, because it's composure, I don't think balance would go into effect. So I think this is just a straight roll. Oh my gosh. Steven, come get your stupid dice. I don't want them anymore. I rolled.
Wow.
My dice are smart. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. I think this is the first time this has ever happened. To me anyway. I rolled a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 2. And my composure is a 2.
Okay. So that's a straight up because that's 4 strain, which means you take a wound in this case.
Oh God.
So we can flavor this however we want. Do we want to flavor this as just like this moment of panic, and we can say, or we can say like you just freeze. Maybe it's just a frozen thing and it comes up and slashes you. Like what do you like better?
I'm gonna go freeze. I think freeze makes sense. That she literally just she like hit it and she was like, yeah, I did it. And then I turned around and she was like, eek.
So this thing slowly moves towards you, and like it's almost like this bit of like mesmerism that's happening as its eyes are looking at you, and it weaves around like the small countertop of the kitchen, and like you're just affixed and stuck, and then it reaches back and you feel this horrific slash like right across your torso, and you look down, you see this blossom of blood just suddenly appear, both on your clothes, but then spreading across the floor itself. As you have taken a wound. Okay. So.
Yeah, because I took 4 strain from that, so that is a wound for sure. And then I've got extra strain. Yeah.
That was a horrible roll. Horrible rolls happened, unfortunately. Okay. So who would like to go next? I'll say Mark. You hear this now immediately above you.
Yeah.
Also, Chester, you can see what's happening to Levi. So I think both of you can see one of your friends is a little bit in trouble.
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay. I was going to run up behind, and then it's in the kitchen now, like attacking. And I want to say I left like one of the big pots soaking. So it's just full of water, and I'm just going to splash it on the cat. Like, go, get out.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely.
Very nice.
You race up.
That's so
you got your big
cool.
old pot. Yeah, you got your big pasta pot soaking, and you're just gonna like throw.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be hot anymore, but it's certainly like
No, it's
water.
just
So yeah,
exactly.
Okay, love it.
And we know cats don't like water.
Yeah.
I think does that make sense? And honestly, like, do you have any items? Let's see. Actually, I don't have your character.
No, I've got my item was lacrosse stick and a second cell phone, and my expertise was cooking.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say this is really cooking.
Okay. All right, we'll give it a roll.
Okay. So is it just 46?
Just 46. Yep. Versus your athleticism.
Okay. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 6.
What is your athleticism ranked at?
2.
Okay. So you've got 1 success with the 6, 1 hit, and then you've got 2 basic strain coming back at you with the 2 and the 1. So you have a choice to make.
Okay.
You can either succeed to reduce the threshold, right? And so you dump it and you distract it, you bother it in some way, but you also take 2 strain back. So maybe it gets maybe it bumps you or hip checks you. Or you could fail, not progress the threshold at all, and only take 1 strain back. It's kind of up to you. You can choose to fail the test, or you could choose to succeed and take more strain. It's up to you.
I think I'll take strain. So would it be 2 strain if I succeed?
Correct.
Okay. That would put me at 3 total, I think. And then and I will succeed splashing the cat.
So you come up, you dump this water onto the cat itself, and you watch inexplicably as like all of the fur of the cat itself just washes away as the water douses over top of it. And you can see the floor itself is now kind of coated with this mixture of like cat fur and this soapy liquid. And while you're just staring at it, you just see this almost like rotted skin seems to appear now on the back of this cat. And in that momentary hesitation of what the hell just happened, this thing wheels around and essentially throws its hip into you, and you go stumbling back and smash into some of the cabinets. And that's, we'll say, where you get some of your strain loss from. It will then retaliate. We'll see who this is going to go against. All right, so This is going to be against. I'm going to say this is going to target both of you, actually. I will say this is happening inside, so I'll say this is going to target. This is going to be targeting both Joe and Melissa. It's going to be a scare attack. So as this thing is standing here, and you can see its fur is just dripping off of it, and its skin is rippling in some ways, and you can see almost like it's like a time dilation, like you're watching like the Discovery Channel or the Nature Channel, and you're just seeing like little sprouts and things beginning to grow on the back. You can see like a fungus growing, you can see a fern growing, a needle growing, all this just rapid growth coming out of its back. And I need both of you to defend with composure, which makes the most sense, as this inexplicable thing is happening in front of you. You see this cat is just immediately goes bald and now is growing ferns and fungi out of its back and its skin.
I rolled the exact opposite roll from my last roll. So this
5, 5, 6, 6.
I rolled a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 5. Because last time I rolled a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 2.
That's phenomenal. Okay. How'd you do, Joe?
And I got a 6, a 5, a 2, and a 1. My composure's a 3.
Okay. So you basically can take a. So if you want. So you're going to end up taking a point of strain here. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're going to take a point of the scared condition. So you can go ahead and take.
Okay.
Yeah. So what this basically does, if you look on your character sheet, there's a little tracker. And so for each box that you tick in the scared track, you reduce your dice pool by that number during the scene, and it'll go away at the end of the scene. So once you like resolve this, like you'll calm down and you'll be okay. But for the rest of the scene, you lower your dice pool, and so it looks like it's just going to be 1 for you. Whereas you keep your cool, Melissa, or Brandy, I should say. What do you think you do, as you have enough to contribute to its threshold reduction? So what do you think you do, like in reaction to seeing this strange impossible growth happening?
I would like to say, if it's possible, because maybe when Mark kind of chucked this pot at it, he was really focusing on chucking the water on it, but the pot was still kind of there. And so maybe, she had been frozen last time and that went poorly for her. And so now she's, kind of getting herself together, and maybe she like kicks the pot at it.
I like it. So the pot, you just kick at it, and this thing, which is now like, it's almost immobile at this point, and you kick at it and it falls over, and you realize like it's almost like there's no bones in it now. It's just this big fleshy sack of what was once some kind of mountain cat, and you see it just growing rapidly, really rapidly, to the point where now we're like 2-3 feet long in some cases, filling up the kitchen with this foresty growth. Outside, we're going to check back in with Chester. You are by the door to your car, which you can't see any longer because it's coated in the foliage. You hear the sounds of Jeremy's character, Levi, freaking out by the door a bit. What do you do, Chester?
So Levi got knocked over and was like being pulled down by vines, right?
Yeah, you see him like trying to get up, but he's like kind of stuck. But the banging at the door isn't going on anymore.
I'm going to make a bad situation worse. Chester doesn't watch a lot of movies. He's only got Animal Planet on 24/7, especially when he's stoned. And he saw a documentary about a guy who was a lion tamer. And he said, if the lion attacks him, then you need to bring that Jeep up and you need to run it over him to protect him, because he fits under the Jeep and the lion will not. So I am going to try to get in the car and rev it forward over Levi to protect him from this lion that I've seen, and possibly run it into the cabin as well where the cat would be.
You open the door to go inside. You see the inside is as full of foliage as the outside. You can kind of brush some away, and you can see the handle itself, the handle of the steering wheel. It no longer has it doesn't look like it's kind of leathery. It almost looks like wooden in some way. And you sit down, you rev it up, and the car goes forward. Give me a test. What do you want to do for this one?
I think reasoning makes sense because I'm trying to use my intelligence on this. And that would hurt me right now.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
I'm
Absolutely.
trying to think my way through this problem.
Okay. Absolutely. Go right ahead.
I
Reason.
don't know
I
why
really
I'd
hope
be-
this is a good roll. I really hope it's a good roll.
It never is.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay.
Okay, it's not good. It's a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 2. My reasoning is 3, so that is 2 fumbles, 1 miss, 1 success.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to pass?
I
Do you
want
do
to
you wanna-
pass because I don't want to just like put Levi in danger because of my stupid idea. I'll take the 2 fumbles, which would give me a
Okay.
wound, but
Okay.
I'll still take that and pass on the test.
Okay, so you feel like as you sit down, like you can't even see the upholstery anymore. You can't even see the dash. Like you can see the basic shapes of it. You reach into like the foliage. You think you're turning the key, and suddenly the car lurches forward. You don't even hear an engine revving at this point. You just lurch forward and you try to control. You're not even your feet aren't even hitting the pedal, and suddenly you smash into the wall. You smash into the front door. You fly right over top of Levi, and as you do, the car just gets obliterated against the front cabin, and you can see the whole thing. And you too, Levi, you would see this as this thing rears over top of you and just collapses into the wall and into the front door, and then bursts into this large array of leaves and foliage and debris just kind of flying everywhere. And in the process, Chester, you smash into the wall. Like you just smash into the wall. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that is enough now with the cat inside seemingly to have been dealt with in some ways. And here, as you start to try to get up, Levi, you realize like the vines are no longer holding you down. You are covered and coated in what looks like all of these leaves. The car is completely gone. You don't see it whatsoever. It's just this mass of foliage and leaves that is like abutting the door, like it's a snowstorm, like a blizzard has kind of trapped the door. And amongst that, somewhere are Chester and Levy who are shuffling around.
The wound I took is going to be a dislocated shoulder, I think, from hitting the wall. It just
Like it.
pops out and I crumple down. Oh man, Mom is going to kill me. I just destroyed her car.
And inside, Brandy is like bleeding from this like gash that she took like kind of across her chest. And she's like, Mark, it really hurts.
Oh gosh. Is there first aid somewhere? Do you have a kit? Was there a kit in the car? I'm gonna go search the car. Hold on. And I'm gonna like throw. There's like a blanket or something nearby. I'm like, just put
Right over
pressure
top
on
of
it.
it?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You try to go
Slams
to the door.
open the
by
door,
way.
hits me lying next to the wall.
Can't even
Yeah.
open the door, but maybe you can climb out the window or something. And you look down and you just see there's this massive pile of leaves and foliage and ferns, like acorns and things. And you see no car whatsoever. You can see stepping up and kind of climbing out are both Chester and Levi coming out of it. But the car is completely gone. You don't see it whatsoever.
Levi,
Where's
are
the
you
car?
okay? This is the car.
Yeah. What? There was a cat and she's bleeding. Like, we need first aid or something. Kit. Was there one in the car?
Yes. And I start like wading through all the leaves looking for.
You find nothing. Anything you had left in your car, any kind, like you can't find like a tire iron, you can't find a spare tire, you can't find the jack, and it's all gone. Like everything has just turned into this mass of foliage.
Oh, I can't use this arm either. Levi, are you okay?
I'm okay, man. Okay, so, shit, man, that's a big fucking cut. So we gotta like cauterize it or some shit, right? So like,
I see where you're going.
yeah, man. So the first things first, we gotta get you to calm down. So I'm just gonna have you take a puff of this while I find something to burn that wound on your chest, and you're gonna be fine.
No to either of those things. No. I just need a
You'll be fine, man. I got you taken care of. I'm just gonna like.
Just Mark, just go in my bag and just get like a t-shirt and just wrap a t-shirt around. Don't
Okay.
let either of them near me with a flame, please.
Okay. And then I'm gonna run off, grab a t-shirt.
Okay.
And then is there in the kitchen, is there like saran wrap for like,
Sure.
because a lot of times there's like saran wrap and
Yeah.
or like tinfoil.
Some basics.
So
It's
I'm
probably
gonna-
old. It's probably like
Yeah.
like they've changed the branding of it, and but like
Mhm.
it's still there.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pack the t-shirt into where her wound's at and then like saran wrap around the torso, try and like waterproof it a little bit.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, we should
thank
take
you.
one of our bottles of alcohol and pour that in the wound.
No.
Right.
No.
Jose
You know what?
Cuervo for sterilization.
You and Chester take care of each other. Mark's got me. Thank you, Mark. And she
You should
was like,
pour this in her wound
let
because
him
it'll kill
anywhere.
germs,
Avery.
man.
just
Okay.
Sterilization. My brother was pre-med.
and Brandy's just like squeezing Mark's hand. Like,
Yeah.
don't let either
Okay.
of them near me.
All of you can recover one strain if you have it to
Okay.
recover. The one caveat is you cannot recover it from the same track as a wound. If you've already taken a wound, then it's too late. You can't recover that. But if you haven't taken that wound yet, you can recover your strain.
Nice. I
Okay.
recovered one.
Okay. And that is like the recovery mechanic. So there's 4 different tiers of difficulty of classes, and how much you recover depends on like how difficult it was. So it kind of scales. Like if you overcome an even stronger danger, you might recover more. That kind of thing. But all of you can recover one. So you kind of get this surge of adrenaline. You start patching your wounds, and then you look around. The car is completely gone, and in its place is a massive pile of foliage. You can still see this.
Are you insured against acts of God?
Despite the fact that you have thrown
I don't
this
know what my
blanket,
mom's insured against.
despite the fact that you've thrown this blanket over top of this strange like cat carcass, you can start to see now growing out of it, and underneath the blanket, you can see these bits of like ferns and vines are growing out from underneath it and spreading.
I'm gonna try wrapping it more in the blanket. Like, we gotta get this out. I don't want it in the cabin anymore.
It's like almost the whole size of the kitchen floor. Like it's gotten bigger and bigger, and you can just feel how huge it is. But you can definitely drag it out. You can like kind of grab
Give me a hand
it.
up. I'll help you. We can do
Is
it together.
this something we have to report to the park ranger? An
Okay.
animal attack?
Does my
I think
phone
so.
do the same weird light off, light on thing compared to this new foliage as compared to the foliage outside?
Your phone seems to be working, like the light seems to be working just fine.
Okay. Weird.
I found the breakers in the basement, and that wasn't it.
No, I don't know
breakers
what
in
the
the
hell is
house,
going
not the
on.
car. I was such a dick, man. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
We're pulling this thing outside, right? Right, Mark? We gotta get it out.
Yep. I'm like dragging it over my shoulder.
You said there's a basement? Is that where the cat came from?
I don't know where it came from.
No, because we were in the basement and it didn't come. Like we were in the basement and then we heard it up here. It came from
Well,
up
the
here
cat was
somewhere.
inside the cabin. How'd it get in the cabin?
Hey, are there any
How
like
did it
weird, creepy
get its
panther-based
skin off?
myths based around this region?
Check the book.
Ask the anthropology student.
So maybe you have like a guidebook or something for the area.
What does Chris Spivey say?
You take a look at Haunted West and Chris Spivey. Oh goodness! Everyone should get Haunted West, by the way. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a guidebook for the area, for the region, you definitely see like there are some dangers, especially on the trails, especially if you're going out and doing any kind of hiking. So they do warn you of like, mountain lions and like an occasional bear sighting, and then stuff like that. But nothing about panthers. No, nothing. It should be mountain lions. They shouldn't be. They should be like more tawny and brown and tan, not black. Besides which, as you dump this carcass that had been wrapped up in the blanket outside, and the blanket unfolds, you see no recognizable piece of a cat. You just see a big mass of something at this point. Flesh, soil.
Is this what rabies is? Or
No,
is
man.
it scurvy?
Like,
But it had claws because it cut me. That's why I was bleeding, because it was a cat and it had claws, and
I saw it.
now it's
And you guys can see she's got
that's like a
it.
daily power that a panther cleric could have. You could be a skinwalker.
Mark, you saw it though, right?
I did. I threw water on it, and it looked really gross.
And then I kicked a pot at it, and that that did stuff.
We don't have a car now, and we're really far away.
This is bad.
So it's
This
just
is
like a
very
bunch
bad.
of stuff that's slushed out of that blanket.
Yeah. It's more like leaves and stuff, kind of like what the car turned into.
It's like it almost looks in some way like compost, and then stuff growing out of it. So like what the cat was is now just like this big sludgy bit of compost, and then growing out of it are all sorts of like vines and leaves and ferns and different types of vegetation.
Jeff, while
Okay.
they're looking at that, I think Chester would kind of become obsessed with like the idea of where the cat came from. And
Okay.
hearing that there is a cellar, he would want to look down there.
Okay. You go down to the cellar and you like shine your phone around, or your torch, I should say. You have your torch, you shine around. You see there, there is the breaker box. You feel the earth, like again, it's an unfinished floor. You see like crates and things. And you almost like give a start as you think you see like two people down here. You see the silhouette of two people, but when you hold when you shine the torch up into the corner, this far recess, you can instead see that it's like a displays of like two mannequins, neither of which have a head. So like these, like it's almost like a display mannequin in some way, more like the torso. And you can see one of them is wearing a tuxedo, and there's like a little bit of a ruffled, kind of a ruffled vest to it, and like you can see that someone has tied the bow tie. And then next to it, you can see a yellowed, but it probably was once a white wedding dress. And both of them are in the corner.
I would head towards that direction. Is there anything like else in the cellar, or is it pretty much just that?
Storage crates and things like that. You see no signs, like just looking around. It's not huge. It's fairly small. And you don't see any signs of there being like a cat den down here. Nothing like that.
This might be a little dumb, but maybe an attempt to bring some brevity and calm everyone down. Chester would put on like the top half of the tuxedo, like the shirt with the ruffled shirt, and then the coat to go up and show everyone.
You start to unbutton it, and you take it off the mannequin itself. And as you do, you realize like the mannequin underneath, when you see the bare chest of it, it has scorch marks, like just blackened scorch marks. And it like looks like almost like to the point where it could flake. It's like black and red. And then you start to put everything on. And I need you to roll in that we'll call it an athleticism test, because it's more like a conditioning kind of thing.
All right, I'm moderate. 5-5-2-1. So that's 2 hits and 2 fumble.
Okay. So take a point of strain then, because it sounds like because you're gonna have to do this one way or the other, whether you succeed or fail. Take a point of strain, and the strain probably comes from the fact that once you put everything on, because at first it looks like everything was a little bit bigger, because you described yourself like you're not a huge dude, right? Like you're
I'm
you're not
average. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So you're not like a big burly like football player or something like that. And so it looked at first like everything was just going to sit on you in a baggy, loose way. But after you get everything kind of tightened up and put the ruffles on, you just feel it begin to constrict on you. and it suddenly becomes very tight, and like you have a little bit more trouble like moving your arms and such, and especially since one of them is dislocated, one of the shoulders dislocated, so it's even more troublesome, and you can feel the pain as it pushes down a bit on where your shoulder is.
I tie my hoodie around my waist and I go back upstairs. And at this point, I imagine I'm doing like a little bit of a penguin walk since I can't really like move my arms very well. Hey guys, look what was in the cellar.
What?
Oh,
Wait, there's dress clothes in the cellar?
There was a tuxedo and a dress. It looks like someone, like a couple, left their old wedding clothes here. Don't worry, Levi. I'm not trying to say anything. I know we're not putting labels on it. I just thought it'd be funny. Like,
man, you
hey,
look
funny,
great.
right? And now I'm trying to like lift my arms and I can barely do it.
You so oh God, you're really bleeding there, man. Like you look great.
Is that a good idea with your shoulder right now?
I thought it would be a better idea at first. It looked really big, and now it's really kind of tight.
I can see why
you
would
know
hard
thought
to breathe.
we would laugh.
I think it's because you're more of like a vest guy and less of a cummerbund guy. Like this is really good. But like when I see you in a tux, not that I've like pictured you in a tux like a million times before or anything, but like I see you in more of a vest than a cummerbund. So like this is good. Like this is good on you. But like you like not your
I thought this would be funnier anyways. I'm gonna take it off now.
Yeah. We should put it back. We should put it back downstairs. Yeah. Do you need help?
I try to take it off. Can I?
It is very difficult to take off. Like you like every time you try to move your arm up to pull like the lapel back a bit, it just gets tighter and tighter to the point where you're having trouble breathing. It's clear in his face. He's turning red. You can tell from this.
And then I'm gonna run over and grab like if there's like scissors or a knife
Absolutely.
or something in the kitchen.
You
Just start trying to like.
You brought your cooking tools, right? So you probably have a roll of knives. I think you take it seriously and you just cut through it, which you can. You probably have very sharp knives. You took cooking as an expertise, so you probably keep them in great condition, and you just are able to slice through it. And I'll say because of your cooking expertise, like no roll necessary. You just do it, and you cut through like the sleeve, and you pull the sleeve off, and then through the lapel. And as you do, like it starts to just fall off. Like once you make some damage to it, it just begins to peel and fall, like it's rotting in front of you. And then you hear a thump, and you see it lands, it falls. You can see that Chester is standing there, and in his underclothes or whatever it is he put this over, and you can see this massive torn up clothes. It actually looks now huge the way he had described it. But as you started cutting it, it looked very tight. But you hear it like make a sound, like it hits with some thud.
Like it's heft.
I feel like I might have overreacted a bit there. It felt a lot tighter when it was on.
It looked a lot tighter. It was hard getting off of you.
Your face was turning red. You had to.
Yeah.
It was tight. It was
That
tight.
was a bad joke. I thought we could use a joke. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
you,
I
like,
shouldn't have
but
made
the
a
thing
joke
was,
at
like,
a time like this.
You were like, what was the thing with that one movie, like 2 Days from Anywhere, right? Like so funny. Like you were dapper as shit.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Like you know what? Can't be honest. Like the tux look good on you, but like you look best in your hoodie. Like that's you. You don't need a tux.
Yeah. Dan Marino's the GOAT. There was also a wedding dress down there.
Let's not wear that.
No, definitely not. That's really sweet and sad that that's down there. I'm gonna go put the rest of the pieces of the tux back down by the rest of it. So Brandy's just gonna like run down in the cellar and just kind of put the pile of things next to the rest of it.
The
Yeah.
rags back on top of the mannequin.
Levi's still doing the hokey pokey thing of like cell phone in and out towards various things
Yeah.
to see what causes the light to go in
At
and
one
out.
point, you reach out and your phone goes off. Like light turns off, everything turns off on it. And you start moving it back and forth, inside, outside, and then the lights in, like I'm assuming somebody flicked a light switch, suddenly flicker out, and it's dark in here. Like if you have like the torch, like the kitchen torch, that's fine, that can work. But all your phones, the electricity seems to go out. Down in the cellar, it's extremely dark. But one of the things you noticed as you came down here was that there was no wedding dress. Like you see two empty mannequins in the corner, no heads, no arms. They're just the torso, like on a stand, and they're empty and they're in the corner. There's no sign of a wedding dress. There's no sign of anything.
This was on the mannequin, you said?
That's what he said.
Yeah, the one next to the one with the dress.
There's no one with a dress.
There's no half
No, it
of
was
the
on the
tux
mannequin.
either.
There were two mannequins. One had a dress, one had the tux. The one with the tux, it looked like it was burnt or something like that.
Does one of the mannequins look
Do
burned?
they look burnt?
No, they just look like dusty old mannequins.
So Brandy wants to look at the cloth or whatever.
What do you
she
have in
picked up.
terms of light? Because right now nothing electrical seems to be working. The only thing that seems to work is like the kitchen torch, like the actual in the Zippo. Both of those seem to be working.
Oh, I don't think we have anything then because Brandy just had her phone, but that's not currently working.
Down here, as you're looking, right as you look and you take stock of it, you hear the questions calling that everything. It goes pitch black inside of the cellar. Who's down in the cellar? Is it just Brandy, or did Mark go down?
I would have gone down too.
Okay.
I
Wait,
imagine
what
I'd
about
be
you?
right at the top of the hatch.
let's take like 1 second. Let's get the toilet plunger, wrap it with a kitchen towel. We know we got some cooking oil or some shit, and then we like wrap that around the plunger, and we light it with the Zippo, dude, and then that's kind of like a torch.
Let's burn
I
this
imagine
tux.
Levi's doing that while Brandy and Mark are already in the cellar looking at the
I'm not
mannequins.
saying he's confident enough to actually pull it up.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's the dumb shit he would think of.
So you're trying to get this torch going in the kitchen. You've got Chester is up like at the top of the steps while you were in the kitchen are getting this plunger thing together. And then we've got down in the cellar in pitch black, we have Mark and we have Brandy. You just looked out, you saw two mannequins, neither of which had anything on it. You're carrying this big heap of clothes. And you can hear the voice of Mark like standing at the base and like kind of looking up. And then you feel something, Brandy. You just feel like a finger or two fingers just sort of slowly move across the back of your head. And you can see grabs a bit of your hair and just begins to twirl in its finger. And that's where we're going to go ahead and stop for tonight. And we will pick up on that moment next week.
So good. Oh gosh, that's so
This is
creepy.
probably the
Show me
best system
Gusta.
I've ever played.
Oh, shut up. You're such a brown noser. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
serious. I love this system.
So
Thank
fun.
you, buddy.
I like the dice
So
It was
mechanic.
fun.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Glad you
Yeah.
like it. Glad you like the
Wait,
system.
wait, I say I like it. I'm a brown noser. He says he likes it. You say thanks. I'm glad you like it.
It's Joe's first time playing. You have not played it before. And you're a brown noser, and Joe's on.
I'm just a proud mother.
We had a ton of fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is first session of We're in Danger. We're gonna. This is I call this scenario Love in the Time of Viscera. We will finish it up next week. We'll do a part 2, and then maybe we'll do a sequel, or maybe we'll do a different one. But we're gonna be playing this a lot on Mondays, kind of tinkering around a bit and seeing all the different things you can do. Obviously, this first one is very horror themed, but the system I think can be used. We have done it before, by the way. Can be used for other things. We have a Dante's Peak scenario that we did was phenomenal. So at some
So
point,
much
we're gonna
fun.
have to run the Dante's Peak one because it was crazy fun when we did it. As you all, the danger was a volcano, and I killed
It
Steven
was.
with a lucky punch by some random person just
Right in the nose.
in the nose. Rolled so bad. It was so funny. It was absolutely hilarious. Okay. Anyhow, That is it. Let's do a couple closing plugs and then we'll get on out of here. Joe, do you know DOK schedule for this week? You know what's going on?
They're gonna try and play a game Wednesday, maybe if John's back from his trip. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
And then Friday, I think we're doing more of Chuck's, maybe Mallrats again.
Okay.
I'm very bad at keeping track of what's going on.
That sounds vaguely what I remember from when he does the plugs, like Wednesdays and Fridays is sort of the
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then speaking of the greatest systems I've ever played, go ahead, Steven, talk about Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Lollygagging's newest system, which is We're in Danger. It's this system that's inspired by slashers. It's very simple, very cinematic. It runs with base D4, but occasionally you need 5. You can check out more details at we'reindanger.com, which I'm sure Jeff already got that website. And then the old system is huckleberryrpg.com. That's all you need to know.
Okay, huckleberryrpg.com. Coming up on BackerKit in the next couple of months. You can grab it. You can grab the edition right now, the quick try edition over on DriveThruRPG. Give it a try, play it. I think there's a new update coming next month, pretty soon, pretty quick. I have some editing I have to finish for you, don't I? That's coming up very soon.
That's when the edit comes out. The new update comes out.
But I'm done editing. Tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. One of those two, I'll have it done. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I think we got some raids. Melissa, can you shout them out? Was it Rolling Nomads? I think.
Yes, it was Rolling Nomads.
Thank you so much
very
for that
much.
Raid, Rolling Nomads. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't checked out their channel, please make sure you do. We're going to go ahead and carry that raid forward. We'll find someone to raid for you, but we're going to call it. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching this. If you're listening to this or watching this later, we really do appreciate it. Hop into the Discord. We've got a little We're in Danger section. I'm going to be posting random stuff up there from time to time, and I might be recruiting some more playtesters and things. If it's something you might be interested in, just hop in the Discord. That's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.